Hello, students, and welcome back to another episode where your favorite teacher, Mr. Spaeth, will take you through how to go and finish up the hard portions of our train body. So we've started off with this portion so far. We extruded out the back, then we came to the front and made a picture and then extruded that out. So all I have on here are 2 extrusions. So far, pretty simple to get our main body all the way done. What we need to do next is create this little spot where this smokestack is going to fit. So this ring right down there is going to fit right into the top right here, except this is kind of tough because if you look at it, if I go to start to make a sketch, I can't pick that side. I can pick this side or any flat area to start a sketch, but I can't pick a curved area. Okay, so this is where we need some help. This is where work planes really come in. Setting a work plane up gives you a flat area on an area that would normally be curved, or it can even put a plane at an angle if you need to, or offset from another plane. What we're going to use today is tangent to surface and parallel to a plane, because I want a surface on the top of this thing that's parallel to essentially this surface down here, or this surface. So I'm going to go tangent to surface and parallel to plane. I'm going to pick this circle and I'm going to pick this plane, and it's going to create a work plane for me right on top. You can see it right over here in our work view. So I'm going to go, okay, I'm done with that. I'm going to start a sketch, and instead of picking this work plane over here, which might be tough, just come on over here and pick it. And here I am. I'm going to rotate this just a little bit because I am going to start right at this point, right in the midpoint. I'm going to take a line, find the midpoint right there. It should be nice and easy to find. And I'm going to go over 0.875 like our picture says. I'm going to make that a construction line. Let's take a look right here. So we have 0.875 over to the middle of that circle. It assumes we know that it's right in the middle, which is what I assumed. I need a diameter hole of 0.5, and then I'm going to extrude it to 0.25. So let's take a look here. I'm going to make a circle. Am I in diameter? I am right now, but if you're not, right-click and go to, if you're in radius, right-click and go to diameter, because we need it to be 0.5 in diameter, and that's it. So I have my circle on my plane. I'm ready to go. I'm going to extrude in, so I'm going to cut into the material. I'm going to cut in 0.25 and click OK. So now you have this work plane on there. You're not going to use it anymore. Just go over to the work plane, right click, and then just take off the visibility. So there we are, nice little spot for our smokestack on a curved surface, which is pretty cool. It would be really hard to make if we had to do it without that work plane, which is really, really helpful. Okay, the next thing I want to do, because I do believe this is a tough part, is make this little circle in back. Now we need to be 1.75 inches up to find our center point, and then 0.25 away from the side. So let's make that. We're going to start a sketch right here. I said 1.75 up. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to make the circle right away. How big is my circle? Radius of 0.5. So again, we're going to have to switch over to radius. I'm just going to make it wherever I want. And then I need a radius, right? So let me get a radius. I'm in diameter, radius, 0.5. Okay. Is that really that big? It looks a little big. But it says a radius of 0.5. Okay. Well, that was a radius of 0.5, no doubt about it. Okay, now let's dimension where the center of our circle should be. So I'm just going to pick the bottom and then the center of our circle. We said it was supposed to be 1.75, and then I'm going to pick the center of our circle and then 0.25 over. I'm going to take this from the side to the center. It should be 0.25. Notice it does not line up perfectly. So if we just tried to trim this away like that, That's not what I want to extrude. If you look at the picture, it goes straight over from the top of the circle to the back. So there's a couple more lines we need to make here. I need a line that's tangent to the circle on the bottom, going parallel all the way over. So I'm going to take a couple lines here, zoom in so I can see it. Looks like that's our tangent spot. It should be right in the middle, our tangent spot. So if I follow this line down, I should be able to use it. I'm not liking how that's looking right now. If on top, I definitely can do it. Parallel straight over. Now I can take my trim and cut that portion off. And I want to do the same thing down here, but it doesn't seem to be letting me snap to it. So what I want to do, I'm just going to draw this line in right now, parallel. But what I want to do is come on over here and do a tangent constraint. I'm going to take this line, click, and the circle, and now I have it tangent. Now you can see it's right in the middle. It changed it up for me. But I also want to make sure that it's parallel. So I'm going to take my horizontal constraint and make this line parallel. So that will over constrain. Boy, I really think that looks good enough though. Okay, so let's just show constraints on here. See what we're missing. Okay. Show all constraints. In this one, let's delete this and let's make this horizontal instead. Again, it didn't let us delete, so delete. There it is. Now let's just make this a horizontal constraint, this one right there. Good. So now we have horizontal constraint and we have this tangent constraint right there. So it may have let you click on the top like it did for my top one, but it didn't let me click on the bottom one. So if you had trouble, that's how I got through it right there. Okay. So again, let's trim off that excess piece. Okay, and now we can go and we're going to extrude this, and we're going to extrude it out and a distance of all, and click OK. And now if you notice, now we got the right shape that's in there. Okay, not just a circle through there. You need those lines, those extra lines in there, and that can be kind of tough. All right, the rest of what's in here is just holes. Remember, I said before in my last video that this is a 1/4 inch hole. So 0.25, and then it's going to be 0.875 deep. Okay, so cut back in. These holes right there, and then notice it says ×4. Well, there's one here, one there, and then 2 on the back side, so that's 4 of them. These holes over here, they're all 0.125 or an 1/8 inch in diameter, and then they're going to be 0.125 deep, all 3. And then if you'll notice on the back, there's one hole on the back end. This is going to be a diameter of 0.25 and 1/2 inch deep. Okay, so make those holes on there, finish those up, and you should be good with the car body. Thanks again for watching. Again, like, share, link, subscribe, and let me know if you appreciate these videos and how they're helping you with your Project Lead the Way Train project. Thanks.